Radio Free Cybertron.
Transformers.
Rewind.
This week on Transformers Rewind, this is why I hate machines.
No, I don't want to speak to your supervisor. I'm going straight to your CEO. That's right, Isaac Sumdac. And don't even think about putting me on hold. The only thing I hate more than machines is tech support for machines.
In this episode, Ratchet and Fanzone get sucked through the Sumdac Tower space bridge and land on Cybertron, where Fanzone is given a warm reception by the locals, as in they want to kill it with fire.
You've never seen a human before.
Ooh, step on it!
Hey!
Cybertron has become a police state under Sentinel Magnus. To make things worse, Omega Supreme, now largely under Megatron's control, emerges from hiding within the storm clouds over Cybertron. Ratchet and Fanzone have to evade the Elite Guard while trying to keep Shockwave from getting Omega's activation codes, which now only exist in the head of the comatose RC.
I say we fire on Omega Supreme. If we strike now, we could end the Decepticon threat forever.
We could also end Cybertron. With as much transwarp energy as he's absorbed, blowing up Omega Supreme could take out the entire planet.
I brought you here to keep an optic on you, not for your opinion.
Ratchet is a great asset. His experience with Omega Supreme exceeds even mine.
You named me Acting Magnus to make the tough decisions. Do you want to go down in history as the bots that let Megatron get away? Don't we owe this to Ultra Magnus?
Your council will deliberate.
What's to deliberate? Omega Supreme is one of us, an Autobot, a friend. Arm one circuit on him and you'll answer to me. You may have Omega Supreme, but he would never attack Cybertron.
That's the beauty of activation codes. They wipe clean all that unpleasant morality.
If you think you're getting those codes out of me, you'll have to download them from my code offline processor. See my partner here? He's an organic. You've heard about organics, haven't you?
Get that thing away from me!
Let's make this nice and easy, huh? You give us what we want.
And he won't give you this.
Okay, you win. I'll get you an access card. Just back off.
That's going back to Earth, right?
Only one way to find out.
Not so fast. Hand over the hammer. It belongs to the Elite Guard.
It belongs to Ultra Magnus. We'll give it to him when he wakes up.
So this was pretty close to the end of Transformers Animated and was really setting up all the elements needed for the last two episodes. Do you think the episode suffered for having to fill that role?
Maybe a little. They squeezed in one thing I really liked about Animated was that it squeezed in all of these nerd references, and this episode really did.
Oh, it was overflowing.
It was overflowing.
Yeah.
It was almost a little too much.
Well, I mean, the first Transformer that almost steps on Fanzone was Grandis.
Yeah.
Right, which is why I would say that he really had a grand reception when he came to... see, you missed an opportunity.
Yeah,
that's
but
okay.
I really like the phrase, kill it with fire, so I had to work that in there.
That's true as well. Fire, yeah.
Fire is good.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that Optimus Prime was not in this episode at all?
Yeah.
But David Kaye still had a role.
Yes, he did.
Who did he play?
He was the voice of the security robots.
Gotcha.
Right.
On the Sumdac Tower.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
I can pick out David Kaye a mile off.
Oh, I know. There's
David K came and asked us for tissues at BotCon. It was kind of
That was awesome. Brian and I are like sitting there with our phones charged, and he comes out, "You guys have any Kleenexes?" I'm like, "I do not, sir. I am sorry." But no, I mean, this episode is, like I said, being on Cybertron, it's that perfect time that Wyatt loves to throw in as many, G models as he possibly can.
And the G1ified Beast Wars model.
Yeah, because there's a rat trap.
Yeah, rat trap. I was trying to figure out. I was like, is that Heinrad or is that Randy or is that okay? No, it's rat trap.
Yeah, but I mean,
rat trap can be without being a rat.
Yeah.
But you really, it's really clear, watching this, having been watching Prime a lot more too, how much, Prime Ratchet is based on, this new
absolutely
version of Ratchet.
Absolutely. I mean, G1 Ratchet was cantankerous too. Don't forget that.
He was kind of like jolly cantankerous.
Yeah, but he was also still pretty flat. I mean, the real, except not counting, I guess, in the comic to an extent, but the real Ratchet that, we got with characterization was the Prime Ratchet, who is kind of badass. I mean, pardon me, not Prime, sorry, animated Ratchet. Prime Ratchet's awesome too.
Right.
But Prime Ratchet really, you're right, does owe his characterization to animated.
Oh yeah, and I think animated Ratchet kind of like set the mark for what the common Ratchet is going forward. The movie characters, they're all basically just blank slates. Nobody's developing them because they're, the alien robots in the movies.
Yeah.
But, having two in a row like this, it really seems like, okay, that's the focus of where this character type is going now. And I'm okay with that. It's been done really well both times.
Yeah. And it doesn't hurt that this episode was a Ratchet episode, and Ratchet is he is definitely my favorite character from the whole series. And I would say the best character in the series.
Well, and of course, it's Ratchet and Captain Fanzone, who is one of the best human characters in
ever. Yeah, in Transformers, period.
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm saying. He's one of the best human characters in the series too. But in all of Transformers, he's one of the best.
Oh, absolutely.
And the two of them together, it's like a whole buddy cop thing, and it really works.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. I mean. Even though it has like some of the grosser elements, like when Fanzone is like the loogie on
Rat Trap.
God, I think it's just the little nodules at the bottom that were drawn in that just really sold that as just being nasty. But I think it's funny because basically all of Cybertron is basically just the direct opposite of Fanzone, and I think that's what made it kind of funny. Because all of Cybertron is sort of afraid of organics, and Fanzone hates machines, and so it made for this really interesting, conflicting interest where he wanted nothing to do with them, and they wanted nothing to do with him, and yet continually coming in. But like Fanzone, I think he showed his value as a person, as a character. Picking up that Jazz was trailing him, and figuring out that there would be a rat trap.
Yep, used his cop instincts.
Yeah. I mean, it totally worked with the setup of the episode. And then we also find out since the start of the season when Shockwave mortally wounded Ultra Magnus that Sentinel's taken over and basically the whole planet's going to hell.
Yeah,
because he's a loser.
Sentinel is awesome. He is my second favorite character from that show.
He's a great character, but he's definitely not like he's like a Rodimus quality leader, if not.
Oh well, actually, I can't argue with that.
Rodimus was a much better administrator than Sentinel Magnus.
He just wasn't a great field commander.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, good administrator, not good field commander.
This Sentinel is, of course, the best Sentinel Prime in all of Transformers, just like Fanzone's the best human.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. God, at least the most interesting version.
Well, and then, see, that's the thing, too. Marty Eisenberg was a story editor for Transformers Animated, and, a lot of what came out of Animated has really resonated. It's, held up as really the best of what we've gotten over the whole course of Transformers as a whole.
Yep.
And this episode really shows off those qualities. And, of course, then we get the callback to RC from... What was it? The first season, wasn't it?
Yeah, because didn't that come up during like the whole thing with lockdown? I think
Yeah,
that
yeah.
during
Oh,
the-
yeah. Okay, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Man, it's been forever since I've watched this.
I know.
Yeah, really. And see, that's the thing with me. Animated was really compelling and interesting while it was on, and then after it ended, it's like, what was I doing again?
Yeah, I mean, and not to say, and I think that's where the elements of the series are larger than the series itself. I don't think that there was anything particularly like as a series, as a story as its whole. I don't know that there was anything about the whole story that was great, but the elements of what happened in animated were so good, and that's what's carried over. I think into the fiction, it's carried over into Prime. It's carried over and just into the mindset. I think of a lot of people
into the popular opinion of the show. I mean, it was really lovingly crafted, and that's what's so great about this show.
Yeah,
Yeah, and this episode was a perfect example of that.